When you think of the main star of Young, Famous and African, the first one that you have to think is Zari the Boss Lady. However, the Queen of Luxury's journey has not been easy. Born as Zarina Tale Hassan on the 23rd of September 1980 in Jinja, Uganda, she was born to Nasir and Halima Hassan. She has four siblings and she comes from a vast heritage. Her paternal grandmother is from Burundi, her maternal grandfather is from India, and her maternal grandmother is from Uganda. And this actually explains why she has this exotic look. She looks mixed because of her vast heritage of genes from all her family members, and it actually reminds me of Tyler, who actually also has a vast heritage. Now, after her primary education, she joined Jinja Girls High School for her secondary education, and she remembers how she would partake in a lot of community competitions and even joined the dance, drama, and music groups during her high school days. This is actually where her love for art began. She later traveled to London, where she completed her diploma program in cosmetology. She did that for 2 years. After she graduated, she relocated back to Uganda, where she decided to go back to her love for music, and she recorded her first song, Oil Wangi. The song did so well that it was even nominated at the Channel O's African Awards. She then decided to move to South Africa in the mid-2000s to try build her music career, and this is where she met her first husband, Ivan Semwanga, a Ugandan businessman and socialite. They were married for over 10 years and they had 3 boys together. However, things was not rosy. She accused her ex-husband of physical abuse and even filed for divorce in 2013. Unfortunately, in May 2017, her husband had suffered a massive stroke and he passed away at the age of 39. He was buried in his ancestral home in Kayunga after spending quite a long time at the Steve Biko Hospital. And he left quite a few assets when he passed away to her. One of the things that she holds dear to mind is the fact that they co-owned a college. It was called Brooklyn City College, which operates in Pretoria. It also has a campus in Durban, Polokwane, Johannesburg, Nelspruit, the Vaal, and Rustenburg. She also has other assets which she owns, luxury hotels, real estate companies. This actually will explain how she got her wealth, because a lot of people are trying to understand how she got so wealthy and how she got so rich. After the death of her husband, she took his estate as his will stated, and this actually assisted her to be able to take care of their sons because he left 3 boys behind. However, his family tried to take his properties from her and actually even tried to claim that whatever was left to her belongs to them. Now, this is actually quite a norm in Africa. When a widow becomes a widow, you start having African male uncles and brothers who will claim that my brother left this for me, my brother left this for my mom, this is our home. A lot of African brothers even start trying to become the man of that house when their brother has left, even though for all these years, whenever things were south, those brothers and those uncles were nowhere to be sighted. And actually, if you are not someone who's educated, if you're not someone who has money, if you're not someone who's lawyered up, you're not someone who's smart, you're gonna fall victim to everything that your husband has left you to go to someone else. And fortunately for her, she had the will, she had the lawyers, she had the money, so they could actually do nothing. Now, fast forward to 2014. where she meets Diamond Platinum. We are going to go a little bit back, but we want to go back to a huge important part of her life, which is when she met her now baby daddy. He is a superstar in Tanzania who became a popular figure in music in Africa. And how they met was when they were on the same flight. He actually was sitting next to a husband, she was sitting next to a wife, and it seems like Diamond was actually feeling bad for the husband, so he said, I don't mind swapping my seats and going to sit where your wife is sitting. Now, he didn't know that he would be meeting Zari. When Zari saw who was sitting next to her, all of a sudden she was actually like shocked, because she knew him as an artist and a musician. Immediately she asked to take a picture with him, and they actually bonded, even though she says that he barely could speak English. But we know that love don't need no language. Body language is a universal concept, baby. You don't need that. You just need that chemistry, which they had for 3 hours because it was a 3-hour flight. And they eventually exchanged numbers, and the rest is history. Now, they have 2 kids together, a boy and a girl. However, the relationship was a mess from day one. From him struggling to have kids with his girlfriend at the time. Yes, he was dating someone at the time. And his reasoning for the reason why he made Zari pregnant was because his mother was putting him pressure to have kids. Yep. Now, I said fast forward to 2014 because remember, 2013, she had filed for divorce from her husband, but it seems like the husband had not let go of her. In fact, when he heard that Diamond was in the picture, he got jealous and he started doing crazy things to win back his wife. Now, one of the things he did was he started a rumor that the son of Diamond and Zari was actually not his, and this actually aggravated Diamond at the time. He even did a DNA test to prove that the son was his, and that didn't stop Ivan. Ivan even started paying people. Imagine, paying people around Diamond to stay away from Zari. And obviously these are 2 influential men with money, so this was like an ego thing for them. Diamond didn't care. He knew that he was getting under Ivan's skin, so he continued being with Zari, but their relationship was an utter mess. It ended in tears because Diamond started cheating. He even had a baby outside their relationship, and it just did not work. Now, when we do watch the last 2 seasons of Young, Famous and African, we do see that they still have a close bond. We also see that on social media because of their kids, but we also see that they do have a bit of chemistry between each other. They both have moved on, but you can see that there's still some sort of, jealousy, some sort of chemistry between each other. In fact, when I look at them, I see people who still are intimate, honestly, in my point of view. But anyway, Miss Zari, one who never not gets into a relationship. After this, she decided, I'm not going to allow my previous relationships to define me. No, I want a husband, and that's basically what she did. She recently got married to a younger man whose name is Shakib, and he is a boxer, and the relationship has been bumpy up and down. In fact, a lot of her fans have come to her defense. Basically, they stated how this guy is just there for her money. They don't understand why she's interested in this guy, but she's head over heels of him. They break up, they make up, like we never know what's going on. It will actually be really interesting to see in this season what's actually going on in their relationship from the horse's mouth. Now, when we look at Zari as a brand, we see a force. I see a true African woman who has stood the face of time. She really is an inspiration to us African girls out there, that no matter what you're going through, stand tall. No matter what Zari is going through, you're never going to see it from how she presents herself, as well as I love the fact that she is a true mom. She's someone who has ensured that her kids have a soft life, all five of them. You can see that from the outside and what she portrays to us. We'll never know what goes behind closed doors, but you can see that she is a mom who absolutely does anything for them. And I also feel like she's a spicy character. I feel like she's someone who definitely brings the essence of true African luxury to young, famous, and African. And I don't think the show would be what it is without her. We have come to the end of today's video. I do know that when this episode does come out, it will be the first episode of Young, Famous, and African. So do comment down below your thoughts on how you feel about Zari. What are you looking forward to this season from her? We have come to the end of today's video. I will be looking forward to see your comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell to be notified for more content like this. Till next time, love and light. Mwah. Bye.